pleasant morning to each and every one of you. I hope you are not asleep. It certainly is indeed a pleasure and a tremendous sense of pride that I stand here this morning to extend greetings to you all at this ACP-EU Development Minerals Programme National Consultation Workshop. And I say that because as a country we have every reason to be proud. Your presence here this morning and for the next day and a half is due to the fact that Jamaica was selected as one of 6 focus countries through the ACP group of countries to benefit under this program. This was a result of dedication and commitment on the part of our local counterparts, and certainly we are committed to seeing the development of this local mineral sector. And we have heard the name neglected minerals. Formerly in the past, as I was mentioned into someone recently, that it had another name. In the past, some would refer to it as non-bauxite minerals. You know, it's almost like saying Kai's brother instead of referring to Kai's brother by name. So when you have a name, it gives purpose and it gives focus. The Country Focus Program involves a range of activities, and you would have heard earlier speakers refer to that. It provides support to Jamaica in areas such as training and capacity building workshops, provisions of small grants, production of maps and databases, just to name a few. Daniel will elaborate on these later on in his presentation. The program also supports a number of key stakeholders in the sector: public stakeholders, regulatory agencies, private stakeholders, mining and quarrying associations, training centers, universities, consulting companies, and social stakeholders. Also civil society organizations and community groups. These, ladies and gentlemen, are tangible benefits that will accrue to this country. Not just talk. One of the things I must mention here is that when I spoke to a number of, especially the operators, informing them of this workshop and inviting them, the question which was asked is what will be different this time around. What is different is why you're here. What you're here to participate in is real and tangible efforts and commitments on the part of the international partners. So it is not by chance, and it is not a talk shop. An interesting observation, ladies and gentlemen, is the fact that whereas as countries we are separated by waters, oceans, seas, or even borders, our mineral resources or mineral resources of countries may be different. One thing is certain is that the challenges are the same. You'll be surprised when you go to international fora and you hear the African countries, the countries from South America, Europe, that are all engaged in mining. Minerals may be the same, may be different, but the issues are the very, very same. How do we ensure that we change this? The fact that this has been recognized by the ACP group and the EU and the UNDP, they are reflected in the objectives of this program. And this program will begin to address the concerns in a very, very real and meaningful way. We know that it is not an easy process, but the work of building is never easy. The development of our mineral resources, ladies and gentlemen, is literally in our hands. And we must take full advantage of this unique opportunity afforded to us by this program and grasp it, as they would say, with both hands. Your presence and participation in this workshop is of vital importance and is the first step along this journey. I would certainly like to commend the program partners, the ACP-EU, UNDP, for their foresight, commitment in supporting this sector. The Mines and Geology Division is pleased to be partnering with your organizations in this noble initiative and is fully committed to see this program through to the very, very end. In closing, I would certainly like to again wish God's blessing on the program and on this workshop, and may it be a truly productive one. Thank you all.